Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial. And this tutorial we're going to look at how to make signatures or banners that they're known, basically pictures with some effects onto them and a little bit of text on it, and they can be used in forums as display pictures and all that. So let's get started. Okay, first of all you need an image. I'm going to just use an example image, so I've put this one on. It's a gaming character. So to make the effects, you've got the image on there, and make sure you've got if it's a white background, it's going to be a lot easier to cut out. So you just use the magic wand tool and click, choose the white area, delete, choose the white area, delete, and you've got an image cut out. And once you've done that, duplicate the image by right clicking on the layer and hitting duplicate layer. So after that, name it if you want to, and then you go to filter. We're gonna apply a motion blur so it looks a bit more cooler in the effect. So we're gonna apply motion blur, go to filters, blur, motion blur, increase a bit, and once you've got that, we're going to move this layer down so it's behind that one, and you can see the effects already there now. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to get a new layer, choose the background layer so it comes up on that one. We've got a new layer now, and we're going to choose the gradient tool, and we're going to have a black background. And we've got almost black, and there we go. After that, we're gonna choose we've set the background color on a gradient using the gradient tool. And after that, what we're gonna do is create a new layer and go to brush, which is on the tools bar, choose a brush tool, right click, and I'm gonna use this one. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to use this one just to show the effects, and you can do a lot of things with it. What we're basically doing is creating this effect, and you can do your own and improve on the concepts and all that. So this basically shows you how to do something with how to do all that stuff. So and we're going to do all the lines like that at the back. Once done that, double click on there and go on to color overlay, change it to red. Mine is already set in red, and we've got that there now. And then let me do something. We gotta increase the size, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more of the brush. So alright now, and after that we're going to add some text onto it. For the text, we're going to do just create a new layer, go to the text tool on the toolbar, and type in whatever you want. So this is going to be text and whatever you like over there, so just place it where you want. Using the mouse tool, you can just move it around now, and you can select the text tool and change all the properties once you've selected the layer. So it's pretty simple. So after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some properties of the text, which layer styles can be applied to it. So we double click on the layer, it opens up the layer styles. Now to the text you can apply some strokes, which is basically outlines, and can be a lot of different styles coming up from that. And you can change the color overlay from here. You can do a new color or whatever you want. You can also have a gradient color. You can choose the gradient colors and all that. And I'm going to hit cancel for now. And now we're gonna duplicate the background layer which we've done the brushes, and I'm gonna duplicate that. Duplicate. I'm gonna select that layer, duplicate layer, I'm going to go to the eraser tool. I'm going to remove all the brushes on it except for the one at the bottom, so it gives you a good effect and all that. After that, what we're going to do is drag this layer on top of all, and we drag this up because we're going to go put in a title over here, and we want to be obvious, we want it to be on the front, so we move this layer on the top, and that becomes to the that comes to the front, and we now are gonna add a different color to it. And for that, what we need to do is go to the brush tool once again, brush tool, and select the white color. I just switched it around to white color, move it around, and I'm going to turn this one off. Color overlay was on because of that, so turn all the effects off, and you got the white one on there now. After that, we just create a new layer, go text, and put in whatever text you want. So okay, my text was on certain white color, so I'm going to select that text and change the color to what, black. And this is something that looks cool that way. And next, what we're going to do is add some flares. Flares, they're pretty simple to add, but you need to do it one way that you can only have the flares onto your image, nothing else. And so you cannot create flares without having something onto your new layer. So if you try that, you'll get an error. So we create a new layer and fill it with black color. We're gonna click and hold the gradient tool and choose the bucket and drop the black color onto it. Now we're gonna go to filter, render, lens flare, and you've got the flares. You can choose the different types from it, increase the brightness however you want it, and I'm gonna set it in the center of the page so there is no problem with it. So there we are. And then we're gonna set the layer property to screen, which removes all the black color from it. Now we're going to select the mouse tool, and we can move the flare anywhere we want. And if you've got a little bit of cut out on the edges, so you can just take the eraser tool and rub it out. Make sure the eraser is on the soft one so you don't have hard edges. There you go, and there you go with the flare effect. Then you can copy the layer, right click, duplicate layer, and you can copy the layer and move it around wherever you want. I'm going to put this one behind the brush layer, so it's going to pop it underneath it. This is how it is. And then you can also play with the color settings. So I'm going to select my image layer, the one that is on top, and go to image, adjustments, hue and saturation, and you can play around with it. You can change saturation, lightness, and all that. As you can see, the colors changing on the screen. So this is a pretty fun tool to use if you're creating for game signatures or profile pictures or anything. So that's basically it for this tutorial. It's pretty simple to create, and hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.